Welcome to Direcast, what happens when a mummy podcast and a daddy podcast love each other very much. Here at Direcast, our group of 6 meddling fools play different RPGs, bringing you a new game and system every few weeks. This week we're back in Smalltown with the second part of our hero Neighbours, as we brave forth into the oncoming flood to secure our neighbours' houses. My name's Lukey, and this week's question is, what is one thing you would add or remove to or from your current neighbourhood? So I live in the suburbs with my parents, so I would love just like a shop just really close by. Like the nearest one is a long walk away. I would like one just like at the corner, you know, just like a proper corner shop like we had in Exeter.
Hello, my name's Peter, and I'm not entirely sure because we're pretty set on like things and stuff. I was jokingly going to say another cheese shop, but if you've listened to the first episode, you'll know that I'm a big fan of, even though I've never entered the cheese shop. Although, just because of recently, I would like, and I am not sponsored by them, a Crosstown Donuts. But Crosstown, if you do want to sponsor me, fuck me up.
Are they the really good donut place?
Oh, they do. Oh, lethally good donuts. Those. Ho 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 ho. Literally,
We're going to have to go for donuts when I'm back in London.
Yeah. Oh, I had them in Soho a couple of weeks ago, and they are.
You were in London and you didn't say hi?
I was in. Yes. Well, I was meeting an old friend, and it was quite nice.
You have friends who aren't us?
Yes.
Rude.
And I was actually in Soho on Saturday. I went to go and see some.
Oh, that's
comedy.
okay. I wasn't around on Saturday. I was busy.
Oh, actually,
You are forgiven.
I'd have a comedy club. Even though they don't really run that well. And there's basically no comedy club south of the river apart from maybe Vauxhall. I'd probably have a comedy club. That's my answer.
Hey there, my name is Matt, and I would love to add. I wish there were more like vintage shops in my area. Like everywhere I go in London is full of vintage shops, and so I just wish that like there's a few charity shops, but there aren't really many around here. Yes, I wish there was like some antique shops and some like trashy clothing stores and like secondhand places, that kind of thing. It'd be really nice.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and if I could add anything to my neighbourhood, it's going to sound like sentimental and or pathetic, but I'd add some friends, because all of you are like a fucking hour and a half away.
Hey, you're the one who moved, not us.
Hey, if there's no traffic, I can get to you in an hour.
Hey, I don't like you, and you lord downstairs. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
They love each other, really, listeners.
I do love my brother.
It's been a long pandemic.
We got it on tape.
We fried.
Okay, moving swiftly onwards.
Hi, I'm Helen. If there was one thing that I don't think there's much I want to remove from my neighbourhood, because I quite like my neighbourhood. So if there's one thing I could add to my neighbourhood, which we all seem to be doing, I want the cat shelter that I was planning on volunteering with pre-COVID to move closer. Because now that it's post-ish / sort of volunteers allowed COVID section, I no longer have the free time because I'm spending that time that I would have spent at the cat shelter at the far nearer vaccination centre volunteering there, but it means that there are no cats in my life apart from all the ones I live with and all the ones I see.
Clearly a terrible dearth of cats in your life.
Hey,
deficit.
you have 11 right now.
We actually have...
God, you do,
we
don't
have
you?
5. We have 5.
You killed the
Did the
cats.
kittens leave?
Did
the kittens go to their forever homes?
The kittens did go to their forever homes. The last 2 were picked up this morning.
Aww, babies.
No. They're going to houses where they're going to be absolutely loved, and some of them...
I know.
They're going to be spoiled rotten.
Yes.
Did you give them little kisses on the noggin before they left?
Yes, I did.
Good.
But we do still have Dolly, who is my favourite of them. So,
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
keeping her?
Dolly
Was she
is
the mother
big.
cat?
Are you just going to gain a mother every time one of these cats?
no, we're keeping her until she can be spayed and recover from that.
Gotcha.
Which I think
Yeah.
is tomorrow.
But she's lost all her babies.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
She
she's
doesn't
quite happy
care.
I'm sure
about
she's
it.
done with them.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, to be fair, she's probably like, meh.
Yeah.
Good,
Have
they're
you
gone.
seen cat mothers? The kittens start
Yeah.
moving enough, and the mother is like, no more.
whenever we let them out of their room to have a little run around the rest of the house, Dolly immediately goes as far away from the other kittens as she can. Always.
If she could go outside for a cigarette, she would.
Yeah.
Alright, H.
Hello, I'm H, and if I could add or remove one thing to my neighbourhood, I think I'd add a forest, because I grew up at the bottom of a road that, I said that really weird, because I
You
grew
grew up at the bottom of a road.
Not in a house.
I was a troll. I lived under a bridge.
Yep. I grew up very near a forest, and I did grow up in London, but it was a little bit further out than where we're living right now, and there was a big forest at the top, and you could just wander up, and it was great when it snowed, because it felt like you're in a magical wonderland,
It's
or if it was
called
too
Epping
hot.
Forest, and you should visit it. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's really nice. And, like, the bit near my house wasn't the best, but, like, still, it's a couple of degrees cooler among the trees as well when you've got, like, a heat wave, which we're currently recording in, so it's just so nice. I miss the forest.
Next spring, you got to come down to Winchester, and we can go to the Bluebell Woods.
Oh, I love
Yes,
Bluebell
please.
Woods.
Now that we've learned all of that, let's get to it. Okay, should we put on the
Right, we'll go back to Etch and Cassie. What have you been doing?
So have we arrived yet at Big Larry's store for authentic Chinese food and flood supplies, or whatever it's fucking called?
Authentic Chinese food and plumbing supplies.
On
Yep,
the
that
way,
one.
we've
Are we
been like
there?
sticking our heads out the windows and yelling at all the houses in our neighbourhood. The floods are coming! The floods are coming! Get all your animals in!
Just
To
sound
get-
like biblical nuts.
You can yell that. I'm furiously signing out of the window the same thing.
And everyone understands at least one of us.
So, of course, being the enemy of Big Gary's, Big Larry's is on the other side of town.
Oh my god! Right. Okay. If they're enemies, I'll write down on a sheet of paper that perhaps you should park the car which has Big Gary's logo on it round the corner, and then maybe
Doesn't, it's my car.
All right, so your car, all right, take off the cap at least. I'll put the cap away.
She takes off the cap, she takes off the bum bag, she zips up the
Yep.
bomber jacket so that he can't
Yeah.
see the
All
photo.
right, cool. Edge gives you the thumbs up. Like, good.
Can't get rid of the pizza smell though. That stays with you forever. So do I need to roll to get to Big Larry's?
I was going to let you get to Big Larry's just as you are because we've already established you know everything about the town. So I presume you know
Yeah,
how
I know
to
where
get to
we're
Big
at.
Larry's.
It pays to establish ridiculous things at the
Yep.
beginning of the game, guys.
Yep, you drew an entire detailed map of the town with postcodes, so I'll give you this one.
Excellent.
Okay, so I assume Big Larry's is like all smart and shiny and has like so many people working for it, and they're like handing out Chinese food and banks, and Big Larry's actually a woman.
Yeah.
Exactly. Welcome, darlings, to Big Larry. How can I help y'all today?
So I'm gonna use. Oh, this is a bit of a roundabout way. Like, I've got technical as one of my skills.
Yes.
So if this is a plumbing supply place, I assume I do my own plumbing.
Yeah?
So can I have it that, like, I'm not gonna say that like we're best buds, but like at least he's aware of who I am and I'm aware of who he is.
I'll give you that. Oh, it's Etch. How you doing, mate? Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
sorry,
give him
mate
a-
is English. How you doing, man?
I'll give him a thumbs up, as in, look, I'm doing well. And then I'd like to look around, see if he's got any flood defences. If there's any big walls stacked up. Or, like, the other thing I'm thinking is, does he have anything that looks like kind of pumps?
All right.
Like a hand pump kind of thing.
Roll for me. Is this your observant you're using?
I will indeed use observant, yeah. Because I pay attention. I have rolled a 2.
All right. You rolled a 2, so costly failure. You didn't manage to resolve the problem, and the resulting consequences cause you to suffer 1 level of harm.
Oh no.
So
dear.
Big Larry is
I
like...
like, so as a side note, so I like how dice rolls in this like are quite costly. You don't want to
Yep.
roll too often because
Yeah.
the risks are high. I like that. Carry on.
Big Larry is like, oh yeah, sure, we can help you have... Do I smell pizza?
I like
Etch is gonna do a show of like I can't understand you. What was that word? He's gonna do like the kind of what? Clearly he knows what you're talking about, but he's trying to blag no understand.
Do I smell pizza?
you know what happened? I was I was taking some supplies to some nice old lady who lives on the other side of town, in the back streets, poor soul. And what happened was there was some ridiculous pizza girl. She walked out, bumped into me, spilled pizza all over me. So obviously I'm stinking of pizza right now at the moment. I do apologize, ma'am. I would love to get changed to get that pizza stench out off of me, but we're out here doing good deeds before the flood comes in, so I don't really have time.
Don't you go lying to me, missy. You're that Miss Cassidy, ain't you?
I have communication.
Okay, actually, yeah.
I have conversation.
Roll
I
conversation.
demand the chance to roll.
Okay, this is off the back of Matt's roll, so we'll see how you do off the back of his.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I adding anything, or am I just doing a
So
straight
you
up roll?
roll a d6 and then you add +1 to whatever your result is.
Oh no. Okay, comes to a 3.
Alright, so minor failure. You do not manage to resolve the problem. In attempting to resolve the challenge, you create a new complication.
No, you guys. It's a train wreck.
Don't you lie to me, missy. You're that Miss Cassidy from Gary's place, ain't you?
Yeah, and it's Ms. Cassidy, actually. I don't believe in putting my marital status before my name.
Ah, get out of here, you little child. Get out of here, the lot of you. Etch, you don't be coming
Ain't
back
no
here
child,
no
I'm
more.
an adult.
I'd like to write on a piece of paper, I do not know this woman.
Etch, you better than this. I saw you coming in with her. Now get out of here, the pair of you. Get out. Get out of the shop.
All right, you're talking too fast, I can't understand, but I'll put a question mark, as in, like, are you really going to buy that? Like...
Makes a shooing notion, like, get out. Get out.
Is Big Larry a man or a woman?
Yes.
It's...
Oh. Now, cut. But they live in the homophobic part of town.
They do. She is a woman.
Now, come on, Miss Larry. We're only trying to help people on our side of
I
town.
don't
We just
wanna
need some
hear
supplies
it.
for the flood.
Y'all people ain't never been helping me out, so off you get. Skedaddle before I
You
get
don't need
security
any
out
help.
here.
You have a successful business.
Out.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay,
there's no
fine.
blagging it.
On the
Like-
way out, I'm going to knock over a stack of those little pots that they put Chinese food in America and give her like a what face as we run away.
I look at you as be like, you're such a delinquent. And then I'm gonna like sign that we should get in the car and we should go back to our home, because by now I'm expecting the Happy Brigade will have rocked up with all of their sandbags.
Happy Brigade.
Yeah.
Happy Brigade Junior has just arrived with his truck.
Woo. Wait, am I driving off then, or what were we doing?
No leadership in this town. That's the trouble.
Nothing.
Dodo,
Alright.
what are you doing?
I'll get in the car with my 3 dogs, and I'm going to drive back to the outside town nearby the council city hall and look for Cassie and Etch. Thank you, I nearly forgot that name. It was tipping my tongue.
Just follow the skid marks on the street.
So I start
There's
out
so
by
many
doing
from
that.
years of driving.
But you guys gone like way out of town to that Chinese place. That sounds racist. I just mean that we don't like them. Oh, that sounds worse.
Not even run by a Chinese person.
It isn't.
She's
It's
like
just
she's a Karen.
inauthentic. Anyway, I'm talking to the dogs, obviously. So, Cammy,
Been there.
where do you think we should look? Wish I could give him a ring, stupid piece of crap. Okay, let's put the phone down. No point getting angry. Can I roll to find them, storyteller?
Well, what are your skills? What are your strengths?
I can't remember. I'm good
Alright,
at
so
pulling
you have
roses.
physicality and you have empathy.
Yeah, I'm pretty
so-
brave, and I'm pretty strong. I can, like, turn the steering wheel even though it ain't got power-assisted steering.
Well, I was going to go with empathy, actually, because you have an incredible emotional intelligence that allows you to understand the feelings of others and proverbially put yourself in their shoes.
Oh, yeah.
So you think, where would they go?
Where would they go? These little delinquents.
Chinese.
Well, Cassie works at a pizza place, and, you know, she is a delinquent, so they've probably gone for their main rivals. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll go there.
Right, you're going to need to roll a dice, though.
Oh, no. Alright. That's a 4.
That's a 4. So a 4 is a costly success. So
All
you
right.
succeed at your attempted solution, but at great cost to you. Suffer 1 level of harm.
Oh no! Oh god, my
let
car is
anything
running out of
happen to
gas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet
Aw.
the car runs out of gas.
Well,
Yeah.
so you basically
Right outside Larry's.
right
Chinese-
outside
No.
Larry's authentic Chinese and
It's
plumbing.
got my name on the side. The shame. The shame.
Your car sputters and flutters and dies.
Oh, this is hugely humiliating. No lesbian runs out of gas. Come on.
But you pull in just when Cassie and Etch are about to pull out.
Oh, that was the wrong point to rejoin the conversation.
Listen, Edge, I like you, but I swear I play for the other team, you know?
Etch is very confused.
She doesn't really say that.
Howdy, Cassie.
Yeah.
So
Can I get a ride?
Oh, hey, Dodo. Dodo,
Mom.
did you break the lesbian code and run out of gas?
Oh, don't
I'll have to
don't
revoke
even
your
go there.
membership.
I will not bake you rainbow
In the-
cookies for Pride this year if you start going on at me for running out of gas. Everyone, it happens to everyone some point
Cannot
in their
make me
life.
rainbow cookies for Pride. I love those.
Then best not mention it. I've got a bunch of supplies in here. Can we see what we can cram in your like tiny little boot? And then wait, the Americans probably call it something
Excuse
stupid
me?
like a car
You want
butt,
to do
don't
what
they?
to my what?
Trunk. It is the trunk.
Trunk. Ah, I knew it. I knew that was a stupid term. I'm sorry. I
Another
went a
bit
little
of
bit
an
British.
elephant.
Been watching too much of that Downton Abbey. All right.
Oh, I love Downton
Where they
Abbey.
famously have cars. Oh yes, Lord Downton, absolutely going around in his Ferrari, famously. My word.
There's
He bought
literally several plot points about car racing in Downton
Oh,
Abbey.
All right,
sorry,
I've
I
not watched
haven't
it beyond
watched
the
it.
first season
Sorry.
or two. All right. Look. Ignoring my little accident, I think I'm parked off the side. I'm on the sidewalk. It'll be all right. All right. We have a few things in here. A couple of dinghies.
It's in front of Big Larry's. Who
Oh.
cares?
I'll write down, at least it's parked uphill. Smiley face.
Very true. Thanks, Etch. All right.
It's a bad place to break down, though. You might want to take the Pride stickers off your car, or it'll be trash when
those
you come back.
those are sunburned in. I don't think they're coming off. It's a pretty tough old man. She's seen some homophobia in her time. I'm not sure she'll survive. But let's take
poor
out the
thing.
sharp things. I've got a couple of hedge clippers, a few axes even. You know, let's get out the supplies. See what we can fit in
Jesus.
your car.
Hey, can I keep one of these?
No, it's dangerous.
Dog.
I'll teach you how to chuck an axe later on. Okay.
Thank you.
I would like Cassie to roll for getting things into your car.
I don't suppose there's a help mechanic, is there?
There is a help mechanic. I'm so glad you
Yay!
asked. Now, the
Yay!
help mechanic only works if this is your best friend.
Oh.
I mean, you guys have got like you guys were just bonding over the fact that
We-
you're both lesbians. I feel like over the group.
I think Cassie, Dodo, and Big Gary, and possibly Little Gary, are the queer community in this team.
What I mean by big friends is you can choose one other person that you have a bond with.
Oh, it's gonna be Cassie.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that person
Yeah.
doesn't have to necessarily reciprocate that. But for that one person, you can help them with a role, so they basically get sort of the equivalent of advantage in D&D.
Yeah, no, this is yeah. She's my daughter. I never really had or wanted, but she's a
And the
good
little
kid.
lesbian demon child you never had.
Exactly. I gotta protect her, you know, especially in a town like this. So I think
Yeah.
that works. It definitely goes that way for me.
Can I use resourceful for getting things into my car? I can creatively solve
Jenga.
problems.
Yeah, instead of transport, yeah, definitely.
But like in reverse, like Tetris.
So that will give you so you'll get a +1 from Dodo and a +1 on top of whatever you roll as well.
Okay.
So you're going to get +2 on top of what you roll.
Okay, so I rolled a 3, so that's a 5.
That's a 5. So this is a mixed success. So you succeed at your attempted solution, but you encounter a complication while doing so.
Not enough room. Your car's smaller than the other one.
yeah.
So
All of the Monster Energy drink cans fall out the car and make a
I
big
mean-
I mean, I've already started getting rid of them.
I was gonna say,
just to
that
make
can
space.
happen anyway, but the complication
I was planning an art piece.
is that you are 1 seat short.
Aww.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, right, I've actually got a solution to that, which I will, as soon as it becomes apparent, Etch will write down on a sheet of paper, like, you guys go to the neighborhood, I will fix the car, because I have technical as one of my skills, so I can fix up Dodo's car.
But you can invent
bring it.
gas? That's impressive.
Well, to be fair, I didn't say you ran out of gas. You did.
Yeah, it's because I mentioned gas earlier. I actually said, I think I got enough gas to get me there and back, and so I feel like I'd seeded it, and then it was like...
You did.
Storytelling, you know?
There could be secret gas.
Secret gas.
There's an
Yeah,
episode title.
right next to Big
Through the
Larry. Right next to Big
mountains,
Larry's
seek-
is Big Harry's.
Yeah. Big Harry's petrol station and electrical supplies.
I was actually suggesting just siphoning it off Big Larry's van, but sure.
Oh my god.
You can use vegetable fat
Yeah,
to power a car. Anyway, these fixes are all fixes that Edge can get to in his own time.
All right,
Like,
yes.
Basically, he says he doesn't mind staying behind. He'll underline fix car.
All right,
And
you
see,
take
like-
care of that then.
Cassie knows what you're gonna do, and she's like, I want to siphon gas out of a car.
I feel like you probably don't want to tell Dodo because you're like, she'll get disapproving. So that's why it's like,
She mouths it instead of saying it.
yeah, well, I'm looking the other way, like depositing dogs into the car. And like, that's why we're missing a seat because like cabby needs her own seatbelt.
All the dogs are sitting on the
Oh,
seat. Etch just sighs, but is like he points to the car and then points to like in the direction of the neighborhood as if to be like go go go.
I'll
And
nod.
then points to the sky as it like
Yep.
it's gonna rain
Thumbs
soon.
up,
get
thumbs
a
up,
blooming
yeah.
move on.
I'll like sign
You're
okay.
a hero, Etch.
Yeah,
We'll see you on the other side.
He just salutes and goes to start tinkering with Dodo's like mobile.
Excellent. What accent
Alright.
was that? All right, you driving? It's your car. I'll
Of
hold the
course,
dogs.
I'm the fastest driver.
Yep.
You know the rest of the neighborhoods have got some proper supplies and fences and pumps from
What?
Big Larry's here, but she wouldn't serve us because
Oh my god.
of, well, Big Gary.
Ugh.
So, you two are heading back into town. We're going to head
I'm
over
gunning it.
to the Huntsmans.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. and Mr. Wellman,
Yes.
Hello.
what are you up to?
Well, I think whilst I do sell camping equipment, I am not much of a woodsman myself, so I will see to the literal woodsman who looks like he's made out of wood.
Yep.
To lead me up to Sedway's Creek Fall.
Sedway Fall. Yep. Which I am doing. I'm doing so aggressively. The truck that Junior brought over was it's one of those.
4-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive, like 50 Chevrolet type deal. One of these, like
The thing that goes through nature, not over it.
yeah, and
Brum brum,
Yeah.
let's go.
there is a trail that I know that will at least get us to within a mile or two. So I'm gunning it through there, and this is definitely a hold on tight situation.
Would I have a connection with Hank, considering
So
that
it's up
Hank
to
is
you.
one of the...
You can have a bond, so it's up to you to choose who that bond is with.
I would say Carl and Hank, pretty bonded,
Yep.
because...
And again, you don't have to
Hank-
reciprocate, so you can have a bond with Hank, but Hank has a bond with Dodo.
Yeah.
that's that. I like that.
Sometimes they even sit silently in the bar together, having a drink, and never speak the entire time.
Yep.
True
Yeah.
friendship.
So, let's get. Actually, no. This thing's probably got like stupidly powerful floodlights. So
Yep.
Hang on tight.
he will be.
Okay,
Powerful floodlights, no seatbelts.
so, Jacob,
Yes.
you are heading towards Sedway Falls. I would like you to roll. See how successful you are in finding these people. So I reckon you can argue survival for tracking, resourceful for working out how to find people, and observant for looking. So pick your fighter.
Yeah. Just gonna argue survival and can I get an extra die from Carl's bond?
That's not up to you. He needs to give a narrative reason to be helping you.
You've got the map.
I have got the map. Also, if I sold them coats this morning,
You put trackers in
I
them?
know this is a bit of...
You know what they look like.
No, I know what they look like.
Yep, I'll take that. So you get a +1 to your roll for survival and a +1 from Carl.
Plus one die, but yeah.
Not one die. You're only rolling one die.
Helping allows for characters to re-roll an undesirable result and take the higher of the 2 die results.
Oh, okay. So in that case, you roll your first one,
Yep,
and then yeah, okay, advantage.
Okay, that was a 3. That was a 5, so a 6.
6. Okay, so resounding success. You succeed at your attempted solution with no substantial complications.
Fantastic.
Huzzah!
So you make it through to Sedway Falls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone there. But you follow the river down a little bit till you head towards the creek, and lo and behold, there, sitting by the creek, is a young couple.
Has it begun to rain yet?
The sky is looking very threatening.
So it has not begun to
Not
rain
yet.
yet. That is that is good news. All right, I'm gonna say, hey there, you two.
Oh, hi, mister.
Flood warning.
Then you just drive away.
Flood warning, bye!
Yeah. I will just go. Right, you two. I know it looks darn romantic down here, and you are a wonderful couple, but we need to get you back. I could hold you up with me and my son back at the house, because otherwise you're gonna get very wet, very very wet out here, and I don't want that on my conscience. So come on, come.
Thanks for the advice, sir, but I reckon we're good enough out here.
You sound like a serial killer.
You do. So the male of the heteronormative couple says, yeah, well, thanks for that, sir, but I reckon we're good enough out here.
Right. Okay. There has been a flood warning, and my house is right in the middle of a neighborhood. I'm not taking you to some sort of
You
sticks
come to
out
my
here.
farm if you like.
His farm
Well,
is
you know,
way
you
more
could
scary.
take them to a hotel.
I think we'll walk up that hill, okay?
That's where the water's coming from.
Come on, Sam, come on.
Okay, you two. We're making a mighty fine offer here, and the park rangers ain't gonna help you neither. So
Look,
I am asking you very very kindly.
you must think that we're a pair of funny fools and we're gonna be coming with you two.
Well, if you ain't gonna do that here, and I'm going to
God.
reach into the footwell or
Oh,
whatever.
don't
I'm not
let it-
gonna pull a gun on them this time. And I mean, I don't think Hank has ever been more than 50 feet away from a firearm in his life, but and he absolutely has like a shotgun on in the back of the car. But no, he's gonna pick out a radio, a set of flares, and anything else that it looks like this group needs. If you're gonna stay, then stay. Don't say we didn't warn you, but if the sky starts disagreeing with you, call us. Okay?
I got the other end of this radio.
There's also a Big Gary's pizza coupon in there.
There. Can I make? I won't get a +1 to it, but can I just make a roll on conversation to try and convince them?
You can only make a roll based on one of your strengths or your special move.
Well, I may as well try survival. However, I will put this as trying to explain to them that if they do not come with us, they will have no survival.
I'll take it. I'm a kind of benevolent GM. Worship me.
Thank you. Do I get help from Hank?
You do not. Hank has not said that he has a bond with you.
Fair. Pray for good rolls. That is a 5 with a +1, which makes it a 6.
Okay, so it starts to rain.
Yes! Proof from the Lord!
And the couple look at each other, and then the woman's like, I don't know, Sam, maybe. I mean, they seem like good enough guys. And Sam's like, no, ain't no way we can trust people. And they turn away and have a little bit of an argument, and you can see that she's cajoling and pleading, and then she starts getting a little bit grumpy, and he's just adamant, and starts looking guilty, and eventually you can see he just like hangs his head and nods. And they turn back, and the woman says, I'm real sorry we were so rude. We gotta be careful, you sees, but we would appreciate a lift if the weather's gonna be like this.
Yeah, if you don't want to...
We can drop you off in the center. We'd drop you off in the center of town. Offer's open if you want to take it.
We just said we were gonna take it.
No, just get in the back of the damn truck.
Hey, he's a grumpy old miser. He really doesn't do social. I think he talks to elms. Right, come on. And then I'm also going to pick up the flares just off the ground and the radio. Put them back in the truck. And then drive on back.
Right.
Well, probably Hank's going to drive on back.
there, dire folk. Jacob here, coming to you bearing a nice, welcoming mid-roll. Ain't that sweet? It's past midnight as I'm recording this, so I'm keeping my voice low, so as to not wake the family, or, more importantly, the cats. Folks, we have a pod pal this week in the form of Gaze of the Round, this magnificent collection of queer performers, playtest systems and or settings by queer creators, highlighting a new one every season. This time round, they're presenting us with That Dark Academia, a horror mystery show concerning 3 final year students as they make sinister discoveries at Heldholm University that threaten to rewrite their conception of the world. This campaign uses the Genesis core system, prioritizes social interaction over any kind of combat, and once the season ends, you will be able to download the setting, I believe, for free. To sweeten the pot, the music is utterly fantastic. Give your ears a treat with this trailer and consider giving them a look and a like over on Spotify or by following the link in our episode notes.
Have you ever encountered a ghost in here?
I've seen ghosts before, but not here.
Lenore goes for a feint, emphasizing making Adalia have to try and favor that left ankle now.
She's gonna whip off her helmet and just say to you, next time don't insult me by bringing your B game.
Oh, my sister wants to see me tonight, so I might have to be late or duck out early for karaoke.
Claire looks sad.
If you keep going all night, I can probably make it.
Oh, I can go all night.
All right.
Promise me that I don't have to carry you back this time.
Does that feeling only exist in your room? You said that she was just in your apartment, right?
Right, but it doesn't. I've felt it elsewhere too.
Folks, I bring tidings of great joy. We have a Patreon. You can supplement our emotional validation with financial validation. It is, of course, always important to have varied sources for your validity. The podcast itself will always be free to listen to and inflict upon your friends, but this way we get to share extra goodies with you and, just maybe, even involve you in some of the pod-making process. Follow the link in our episode notes to check out our tiers and reward structure. I think that just about covers it. Wear a mask, wash your hands, never get involved in a land war in Asia, and sit tight as we get back to the episode.
Cassie and Dodo are heading into their neighbourhood. It is the only neighbourhood you pass through that has absolutely no flood defences, and it has started to rain.
Yay. Oh my god, Dodo, we gotta hurry up with this.
Oh boy.
Where are the others?
I don't know. Well, they're heading up to save some kids from rain up the hill down by the creek, down in the quarry up the hill.
It's the Appalachians. It's real rough and tumble.
Stupid city kids. What's the plan?
Okay, well, we got sandbags, I guess, so we just gotta lay them down everywhere the water might come in. We gotta let people know to get all their animals in as well. I've been yelling out at everyone as we've been passing through, but I sure hope Mr. Dolphin's found his way in. He ain't as aquatic as his name sounds.
No, that he ain't. Alright. Well, I have no idea where even to start with the sandbags. Where do you reckon it's gonna come from?
The river, Dodo.
Yeah, alright. I'm just worried about channeling it, out one way of one folk and down the route of the other, you know what I mean?
Hey, I ain't averse to channeling it towards the perfect Avenue Boulevard lot.
Yeah.
We better start outside Mrs. McGillen's, because she's right up on the riverbank.
Yeah, and she definitely can't swim none. Alright, let's get going there.
Well, she was an Olympic swimmer, but these days she ain't got the use of one of her legs, so probably not.
That's true.
What happened to Mrs. McGillen's?
We don't speak about what happened to Mrs. McGillen's.
She's just old.
She's old.
She's had a hip replacement.
Right, I need one of you to make a roll for getting the sandbags out and starting to lay them down.
What
I have physical.
You've got physicality.
Physicality.
Haven't you? So that's probably.
Aye. But that doesn't give me anything, it just enables me to roll, right?
It gives you +1 to whatever you have. If it's a strength, it gives you +1. If it's a special move, it just means you can do it.
I will do that. I'm gonna roll this little pointy square in my hand. That's a freaking 1.
An abject failure.
Abject failure. Do you give me advantage because we're buds?
I was gonna say, are you gonna put Dodo as your bond?
Yes, please can I put Dodo as
All
my
right,
bond
well,
because
thank you.
Because she is my dear friend.
So that gives you advantage, so you get to roll again.
Oh, hell yeah, that was a 5 + 1, that's a 6. I go
Brilliant,
from
so-
splitting a sandbag, and I look at Cassie and I think, no, the kids are alright, and then I can heave it up alright.
Yeah. So that's a resounding success. So you lay out the sandbags, the first half of them, they're blocking off the parts of the river by where you are. You've noticed that the other neighbourhoods have very politely stopped at the edges of their neighbourhoods when going for the river. So it's just a nice big empty patch for
neighbourly
you.
folks.
I kick a couple out the way.
So you managed to close up the gap that would have been your neighbourhood.
Amazing.
I wave through the window to Mrs. McGillen.
And get started on putting sandbags outside people's front doors.
Hell yeah. Good. I do that with Cammy following me, wagging her tail, because this is fun.
Aww. Can I do some knocking on doors just to check people are okay?
Yeah.
Do you need me to roll? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to make you roll. See how good you are at knocking on doors.
Well, I'm a pizza girl. I do it every day. This is bringing back memories of being a pizza. Of being a pizza.
Being a pizza.
Memories of being a pizza.
Oh no, I rolled a 1!
You rolled a 1.
Your
So you get a
memories of
+1.
being a
Dodo, help me! Dodo, help me! Send me a friendly dog!
Oh, I will. You can have premium sunflower seeds with you.
I'm sorry, you're going to need to give me a narrative reason.
Well, I can't hold... You take the chihuahua. She's a little bit, you're fine. I need to put a nappy on her. And you take premium sunflower seeds too, because he just gets in the way. He loves to chew things. He's still a baby, really. So, you take them with you, knock on doors. And, I mean, they add, +10 charm. Yeah, obviously. And you've got 2 dogs, one of whom has bug eyes and a tongue sticking out the side of its face constantly.
Aww.
I mean, it kind of looks like a demon, but some people find that endearing.
Okay, roll again.
Yay.
Doggy. I got a 3 + 1 is 4. It's a bit
4.
better.
So that is a costly success. So you succeed at your attempted solution, but at great cost to you. You suffer 1 level of harm.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Do you get peed on by the chihuahua?
Not quite. So, you're knocking on doors, everything's going fine, people are opening, they're like, oh, dogs. And they're, sort of very happy, getting on well, like, oh, yeah, no, thank you so much for getting sandbags. Oh, thank you so much for getting the sandbags. We really appreciate it.
Quite all right, Mr. Higgins. Do you need anything?
I know, we're getting all our stuff off of the ground.
Is your parakeet going to be all right? You got him up? I don't want his feathers getting wet.
Yeah, he's up in the upstairs bedroom.
Oh, good. Now, if you run out of supplies, I'm sure we'll be doing a supply run for everyone. Mr. Switchback has got himself a dinghy, so I'm sure we can bring round some bread and milk and things for everyone. Maybe even some pizzas, courtesy of Big Gary's, of course.
That'll be much appreciated. So this goes on from door to door until you open the door of you open the door of Lizzie Coople and her husband Jonathan. I've already used Jonathan as a name.
Pause.
And her husband.
Pause. Are they about to be homophobic?
No.
Cool. Just
not
checking.
in this neighbourhood.
Carry on.
May I suggest Conrad as a name?
And Conrad Coople. Thank you.
Conrad Coople.
So, Conrad Coople opens the door, and one thing that you forgot about him, / he's never really advertised, is that he is terrified of dogs.
Oh my god, okay.
And he sees little Lily in your arms and premium sunflower seeds by your feet and shrieks.
Oh no. Premium sunflower seed starts barking.
He slams the door so hard that a flower pot that's hanging sort of, off the side of the door, just on top of the frame, falls. And it lands on your foot.
Ow!
And it hurts.
What was his name?
His name was Conrad Koopel.
Mr. Koopel, I'm sorry to have shocked you, but ow! I think you hurt my foot even through my big clunky Doc Martens.
You're not sure he's even on the outside of the door, and if he was, he couldn't hear you over sunflower seed barking.
Oh, sunflower seed, can you go and get your mama? I think I might need to check on my foot. It's hurting mighty bad. Sunflower seed.
He tries to lick your ankle.
No.
He licks your knee.
No.
Good luck with that dog. He's a menace. All right, I'm still piling up sandbags.
Yeah.
Do you yell for me? Because I'm probably just,
Well, I think I screamed.
It is now
because it
pouring
hurt.
with rain.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
That sounded like a lesbian in need. What was their noise over all this rain? Cassie?
There's your episode title.
Cassie, girl, you
A
alright?
lesbian indeed is a lesbian in need. Wait.
Cassie? Cassie?
Mr. Koopel got spooked at the dogs and one of his flower pots fell on my foot.
Oh, that's...
Oh,
ow.
it's hurting mighty bad. I don't think it's broken, but it's definitely bruised.
Can you wiggle all your toes?
Oh, I think so.
Alright, well, let's get you back to the I was about to say the van. R.I.P. Hopefully that'll be alright in Etch's hands. Let's get you back to your car.
How are we doing? How much more sandbagging do we gotta do?
I've done quite a lot of houses. Just a couple more. Looks at Helen.
The only house that is left to do is the big manor.
Oh, hello.
They didn't do their own?
Well, it's a bit in disrepair.
There's a robot that's passed out on the lawn. Sorry, Karen.
The old haunted manor. Yeah, we should probably sandbag them up.
Not the haunted manor
I
again.
know.
Oh, every time I have to deliver there, I get the spooks.
Well, folks just be a little bit strange sometimes, Can't judge them for it, can we? All right, that'll take at least 4
but
sandbags.
you don't have to order an anchovy pizza.
Sure.
Do you mind if I try and fix that? I want to see if I can
skip
arrive
back
for
to
this as
to
well.
see what
Yes, I want you here for the haunted manor.
I may fail. So yeah, basically Etch is. I'm going to use my technical skill. It started to rain. He's applied his snapback cap from Carl's shop. That I can't remember the name of. And yeah, he's going to tinker with the end. He's going to quickly try and work out what's wrong with the car, and come up with like a quick fix. Doesn't need to be like roadworthy. It just needs to get from where it's parked like down to the neighborhood. And I'm going to roll, and I get a +1 because it's technical.
Yep.
Which is one of my skills. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, I have rolled a 6. With a I've made your car better. With a 7.
Got an upgrade.
I've upgraded it.
I've taken the birds' nests out of the engines.
Yeah. You discovered that there was actually some spare fuel all along in a canister in the back of the van.
Yes, I can give my lesbian badge back.
Dodo.
Being a lesbian, she was prepared.
I just
Fine,
forgot.
you can have it.
Does the can full of gas just have "Dodo, don't forget" written on it?
It's got her lesbian card attached to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lesbians are organised, unlike bisexuals. We are chaotic.
Yeah.
so true.
Amen to that. Yeah. So Etch will fill up the truck and drive it towards the neighborhood.
Brilliant. So you're driving back towards the neighborhood, and you enter into neighborhood. It's now pouring down with rain. The wipers are going forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. You can barely see anything. Another car goes past you, and the spray is just a nightmare. You're just having to crawl along. This is how I felt on
I will
the
drive
motorway
cautiously.
in the rain.
Yep.
Yep.
I will drive safely and obey the highway code.
This is what I like to hear.
And I will arrive at Neighborhood Street.
Yes, you will arrive at Back Street.
Back Street, that's right.
Back Street.
I arrive at Back Street. I will park up the truck on the side of the road, and I will look around to see if I can see using observant.
Yeah.
Can I see what state has Dodo and Cassie's prep? Like how are we doing on the street? Is it like large? Are we starting sandbagging? Have we got neighbours helping out, or is it a bit of are we in imminent danger?
Roll for me.
That's fine. I mean, I'll roll quickly to see how we. I've rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. That's a costly success, so you're going to suffer 1 level of harm.
I'll get drenched while I look around.
You're going to get drenched, and I will warn you, tomorrow you will have a nasty head cold.
Oh no.
Oh, fine. I can live with that. That's annoying, but fine.
So you look like you're pretty secure. I mean, you haven't got flood barriers. People are likely to probably water will be getting into houses, and probably getting into sort of lower floor. Carpets will need to be replaced. Maybe some low down furniture, but people have been given enough notice to be getting their stuff upstairs and up to higher levels in their houses, so nothing valuable is going to be really damaged. And the sandbags are going to stop the worst of it. If the sandbags weren't there, then you'd be looking at sort of entire lower halves of houses being unlivable.
Yeah.
So you've
a complete write-off.
So
we're doing okay. We're doing okay. The neighborhood as well. Cool.
I'm very mad at the rest of the town who didn't, help us put up flood
we
barriers.
will log it at the next town meeting.
We will.
Yes.
Do we spot him?
I'll throw around a couple of thumbs ups to make sure, okay signs to make sure everybody's okay and they don't need my help.
And
as I rush over to join Cassie and Dodo, if I see them.
Yep,
Sorry, I didn't actually ask.
Yeah, we're standing outside the haunted
if you're
mansion.
you're standing outside the mansion. And it's around this time that, having dropped off a pair of lovebirds at the town hotel, Hank and I want to call you Kyle. Hank and Carl drive up.
Carl.
As we drive past the haunted mansion, we go, oh, of course.
It all ends here tonight, folks. I mean, we just need to...
You just see us standing there staring at it. The sandbags are down and the dams are holding, but our neighbours' work is far from over. Come back next week to hear the thrilling conclusion. But until then, thank you for listening to Direcast. If you'd like to keep up to date with episodes and announcements, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Direcast, and on Instagram at DirecastPod, and subscribe to us on your favourite podcatcher. And hey, if you enjoyed listening to us, maybe consider giving us a rating or review, or sharing us with a friend. We'd really love that. Direcast is Lukey Slynn, Matt George Lovett, Jacob Warr, Helen, Peter Wellman and H Folkmans. Our logo and banner art are by H Folkmans. The Direcast theme is by Matt George Lovett, and this week's theme was Countryside Joyride by Cara Square, a link to which can be found in the episode description. This episode was edited by Jacob Warr. This week we were playing Our Hero Neighbours by Jamie O'Dubois, a link to which can be found in the episode description. And at least for this week, that's how the die are cast.